On any given day, most of us are too busy to make dinner, much less spend time planning for the future. We all want to get ahead financially, though, but it can be confusing and pretty overwhelming just to know where to start. So with us today is Joseph Quijano, a certified financial planner who can help you clarify what you need to do to get ahead. And he is inviting you to attend a free educational event to help you achieve financial security for life. Joseph, it's so good to see you. I know a lot of people, come into your office every single day. They want so badly to get ahead financially. But it's so hard. I mean, what are the biggest issues people are facing to get ahead?
Well, Paula, consumers really have big issues during this economy. They're losing money, and they don't want to lose any more money. And secondly, I believe they're paying too much money in taxes.
Yeah.
And without a doubt, they feel fearful that they may not have enough money to retire with. And of course, they have no access to their money. This is people that have 401k accounts or IRA accounts, and they have to bypass opportunities because they can't get the money out.
Right.
Or even an emergency. They have to go into debt to take care of that emergency because they can't have their money.
Yeah, because if they had to dip into the 401k or those, they had to pay a really hefty penalty. So, you have to kind of leave that alone.
Like 30% altogether.
Yeah, that's way too much.
It is.
This is why I love the Become the Banker strategy, because my husband and I have been doing it a little more than 7 years now. I think October is the seventh year? Yeah, okay, coming up on 7 years, so we're in it right now. But I mean, you have these free educational events. They're amazing. I came to one, then I dragged my husband to one, and I really did drag him. He did not want to come. But to this day, Joe, you know Jim well now because we worked with you now for 7 years. He's still thanking me today because we used it to help grow his business. We've used it to buy investment property. We've used it to travel because, we live to travel.
Right.
It really is incredible, and anybody can do this.
Anybody can do it. You don't have to be wealthy. You don't have to be poor.
Right.
You just have to be smart. And you got to be willing to get ahead financially, Paula.
Yeah,
that's the key.
What do you think it's for when it comes to accumulating money for the financial future? What do people have such a hard time with?
They do have a hard time accumulating money because number one, they're losing a lot of money, like in the stock market. Right. Any strategy that they're using right now, Paula, is not working during this economy. I have met people that have lost a lot of money in the stock market, and if people put money in a bank account, what are they paying us?
Nothing.
Nothing, less than 1%.
Yeah.
So we either lose money or we get paid nothing for our money. And that's why people have a hard time getting ahead financially.
Yeah, and we talked about the access to, when you have access to your money and it is penalty free, I mean, that makes all the difference in the world. I mean, it's your money, you should have access to it all the time, but you really don't in other, other strategies, but you do with Become the Banker, and I think it's, it really is something that really everyone should come to the event. It's coming up. It's so exciting. It's great information to learn. Call this number 877-299-9957. You can also register online. He has a great website, lots of really good info at becomethebanker.info. So, you mentioned, and I've mentioned too, the Become the Banker strategy, it is guaranteed to grow your money, and it is tax-free. Some people say that just sounds too good to be true.
Yeah, it's been around for 200 years, Paula, but it is a simple plan with a very simple formula that offers a 4% tax-free rate of return. It's liquid and recession-proof. So you have guarantees, you have access to your money, and it's tax-free, and this is really what consumers really want.
Yeah, your money is constantly growing.
Exactly.
Guaranteed. It's not going up and down with the stock market.
You're not going to lose any money.
Yeah, and it's tax-free. Now, you mentioned the strategy's been around, more than 100 or 200 years.
200 years.
Yeah.
It's 200 years.
So many people over the years have used it. I like to see when we put up that, this picture of all the people over the years. Walt Disney, J.C. Penney, Gerald Ford, the people on the bottom. Is that Doris Christopher?
Christopher, the lady from Pampered Chef.
Pampered Chef, that's right. John McCain, and then Ben Bernanke. I mean, he ran the Federal Reserve.
Right, he's the ex-chairman of the Federal Reserve. So people have used it not only to make money, Paula, but also to protect their money. So if it's good enough for the ex-chairman of the Federal Reserve. Don't you think it's good enough for you and I?
Yeah, and a former president.
Right.
And Walt Disney. So call right now, register for one of these free life-changing events. You can learn how to do this as well. 877-299-9957 or register online at becomethebanker.info. It really is incredible. These events are coming up October 18th and the 20th. Now let's go over some of the highlights, Brent, the really big payoffs with the Become the Banker strategy, because they are big.
Okay. Well, number one, it starts with you saving money. You have to learn to pay yourselves first, because normally everybody pays everybody else first, and they forget who?
Yourself.
That's right. So pay yourself first and put this money into the Become the Banker account. The money will be credited immediately, a guaranteed rate of return, and it grows tax-free, and you can take your money out tax-free. And if you look at the difference between a 401k and Become the Banker, it's just like night and day, Paula. I mean, if you had $100,000 in a 401k account and you wanted to get this money out due to an emergency or an opportunity, you would lose $30,000 to taxes.
Yeah, you got to pay those taxes right off the top. So go tax-free. Grow your money tax-free. You're going to love it. What are you waiting for? A brighter financial future is definitely waiting for you. Joe has two powerful events. They're coming up. The first one is next Tuesday, October 18th in North Glen. The second one is Thursday, October 20th in Inglewood. They start at 6:30 in the evening. Now, space is limited, so do call and RSVP, please. Then mark it on your calendar and do like I did. Drag your spouse there. They will definitely thank you later, I promise. And if you can't make one of those dates, Joseph is now offering live streaming of his events, so you can watch it from your home. So call now, RSVP. They will send you a link to watch the event from the comfort of your own home. I love that. And if you are one of the first 10 callers to register and attend an event, you'll receive a free Become the Banker workbook and a free Golden Corral gift card for breakfast or lunch. Become the Banker is an A+ member of the BBB. They are a Colorado company for more than 43 years. Joe's been in business. To register for his free event, call 877-299-9957. And if call volume is high, please be patient. Wait just for a few seconds. Or like I said, you can go online and register there, becomethebanker.info. You can easily click and register online right there. And remember, you can watch the event through live streaming. Just call now and RSVP and get that link. Still to